In this video, I will give you some ideas to enjoy your career mode. Of course, you won't have a full management experience. First of all, the team you choose is important. Ideally, it is in a lower league to increase the difficulty. You find enough teams with rich history in the League 1 or 2, as well as in the Championship or PL. Furthermore, with newly promoted La Coruna or Malaga, the Segunda Division provides an awesome season. In Serie B, Ligue 2, Third German League, and the Second Bundesliga, we also have teams with interesting backgrounds to discover. The financial situation can also be considered, so you can set yourself realistic goals to reduce debts, like not spending the complete available budget. Another point to consider are transfers. If you are playing in a lower league, you normally don't have a big budget to spend, so you can think of out-of-contract players. With many new game settings, you can influence your career mode. Sometimes the goals are buggy, and now you can still stay at the club, even if you don't reach all the goals. You can also have impact on how fast the players develop and how difficult it is to do transfer negotiations. Another game changer can the slider settings be. I personally use the settings from the Operation Sports community sliders for many years now, as they have a lot of experience and they do a lot of testing. I already mentioned the goals of a club before. Some have always been buggy, which can lead to getting fired. But if you want more challenge, then you can adjust the settings for that. Goals can be long-term or short-term. Those who have very high or high are essential for not getting fired, except when one can't be fired due to the setting. In this example, the very high goals include reducing the salaries and selling youth players, which never worked for me. When it comes to realism, it can be said that a road to glory can be fun sometimes, but is quite unrealistic and can be boring after some time. When it comes to transfers, it is more likely to hire free agents than buying players, especially in lower leagues. But it could be possible that your top players want to leave if a club from a higher division wants to have them. Also try to find a balance between experienced and young players. The youth scouting can also give some options to make your career mode a better experience. Hire only players with a value of at least 400,000 and make your own preferences like fast wingers or bigger and physical strong center backs. If a youth player has a fast development, then sell him to a bigger club that would be realistic. For the third or fourth tiers, it can also happen that a youth player is better than the current players on a position, so he can be promoted to be a starting player. Simulating games can also help to make your career mode a bigger challenge. I always start with playing the home and cup matches, except when you have a top team as opponent. The away games are always simulated. Of course, this could lead to some surprising results, but normally, the season ends with a more realistic table. When you get to know your club a bit better, then maybe you can feel a little connection to this club, and you maybe build up positive emotions when you experience successful seasons with this club. You can find out about records from the club or players, and maybe one of your players will become an identification figure for the fans and other players.